Hello crafters, this is Suzanne from A Creative Muse, and I am here with my small Jaded Blossom haul. Focus on Jaded Blossom products because I've been just playing with them a lot. And also, this is my Saturday morning makes and hashtag Yellow in April projects, okay? So let's get started. So first up, let's talk about what came in the mail from Jaded Blossom recently. I placed an order. I have the mini tag dies set 1. Yes, I went back into my wish list and got mini tag set die 2. Super duper cute. Some of the things are sold out. Just put yourself to get notified when it's back in stock and they'll notify you. As a matter of fact, if you were interested in this, the GNOME Die Set, it did sell out. Now it's back in stock. Okay, so if you went there and you looked and you're like, oh, it's gone, it's back in stock. So you can definitely get that. Here now is the tag die set, the sister to number 1. There are 3 tag die sets. So I got the second one, 1 1/4 by 2. I just like the variations, and then some of them have the little hole pierced into it. Labels. This can probably layer on top of that. I love this little scallop piece, like 1 1/8 of an inch. This little label, 2 1/2. 3/4 inch. Now, one of my viewers, I want to say her name. I hope I'm not saying it wrong. Michi, M-E-C-H-Y. She watches my videos, but she does a lot of scrapbooking. And she was asking, tips for scrapbooking. Now, I started out with scrapbooking, and she said, what dies would I use? This would be one of them that I would put in a scrapbook layout. Use it on a bunch of layouts because your labels can fit in here. Whether you're using stickers or dies, it's big enough to put something in here. Stamps also. It's not too small and it's not too big. It's just right. Use it on your cards. Use it on scrapbook layouts. This would be one that I would consider for scrapbooking if I ever go back to scrapbooking. Next, I did get the clear jar outline die. There is a stamp set that goes with this, but I could only get certain things, so I have that in the wish list and get it next time. There is a new release coming out, I believe the 14th of this month. Jaded Blossom does watch my videos and they'll comment, which is great. Thank you, ladies. And they said that there will be a girl gnome set coming. Yay! So expect to see that, okay? And I love the examples I've seen for this clear jar outline. Super cute. Let me give you a measurement for the jar. 2 3/4 inch tall by 2 1/2 inch wide. I think I may really need the stamp because the stamp gives you the detail of the jar. Yeah, I should have gotten it, I know. But like I said, I was getting other things. What I do love about their store too, when things come down in stock, just like scrapbook.com, if they have 10 units left, they'll put 10 left, or like, you know what I mean? So you can watch the countdown. That was one of the reasons why I got this, because I think it was 3 or 4 left. So I took one of them, okay? Super cute. And I finally got this, the Happy Easter Gnome and Easter Gnome Tag Die Outline. So this was that wonderful stamp set that Jaded Blossoms watched my Jaded Blossom haul video, and then I had placed an order, and then they included this for free. Love you ladies, Michelle and Candace. So this was inspired by this little treat topper that I got from them with a piece of chocolate. And so I have the stamp set. There's a bigger stamp set too, still in my wish list, but Easter's already coming, so I'll take my time and get that one later on in the year. And this one is these cute, super adorable gnome bunnies. All right, so this is the die set to cut it. So it just arrived, but I had to freehand mine. So let me show you what I did. My first examples for you guys of this wonderful set, but I did order this. So I made a tag. Isn't that adorable? And I kept it in yellows for Yellow in April. Let me tell you, Anna White, I am so loving this theme this month, this yellow. I am going to kill you guys with a lot of yellow examples. You guys are going to be like, all right, get over the yellow, but I'm not getting over it yet. I'm enjoying the challenge of it. Trying to find new ways. It's just a color that I don't often do. I'll do it a little bit, but not a lot. Now I'm like really focusing on it, so I'm enjoying it. This is on the Jaded Blossom tag die set. I showed you this in a recent haul. Luggage tag dies, so I used it here with the little gnome bunny. And I stamped this out, cut it out. I cut this, fussy cut it. You know I enjoyed that, right? Then topped it off with some Pink Fresh Studio Gems in yellow. Here, this is all heat embossed with black ink and clear embossing powder. And I did use the reinforcer. Actually, not the reinforcer from this. That is from the Treat die set. This, I believe, is out of stock, but they'll restock it soon. That is there. So it does fit on this one. And I was thinking of using the flower one, but I kept it more simple. And I did use here's the other one, the white one. That one is here for the reinforcer for that. This is not staying though. Maybe I need to tie, you know what I can do? I see folks doing it all the time. Tie some twine right here. That's what I'm gonna do to hold this together. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna finish this up, but isn't that gnome cute? Easy to color. Didn't take long. Love, love, love. That's my first example. Then let me show you my second example. I am meeting up with a friend, so I'm going to give her a little Easter treat. I made this one. Isn't this adorable? So this is on a little gift bag from my stash. Tree tag die set with the second gnome. This is the gnome here without the carrot. This is the gnome with the carrot. Hello. Look at all that yellow goodness. I layered up the two sets. I showed you guys this. It comes with a backer. That's that piece in yellow. And then this piece in white. And then I stamped here the sentiment. There's Gnome Bunny sweeter than you. Happy Easter. Cute. Oh, I need to do that. That I need to fill out. Yeah, I'll finish that. Did you notice it? Okay, I just noticed that I need to color it. Isn't this cute? I can either, you know, hold it onto the bag like so, or leave it dangling. I think I like it dangling, but I think that's adorable. Yellow hat. Yellow hat. I made one a little bit more golden, but cute. Colored this up with my Copic markers. Let me fold this bag flat. There we go. So you can see them both beside each other. Super cute. So now I have the die set, and I will color some more before Easter, although Easter is coming as I blink. Easter will be here, so hopefully I'll get it in time. But I know many of you are like me. Sometimes Easter will pass and you're still doing something, because if you went to an event, like you had Easter party or Easter dinner at somebody's house and everything, and you want to make a thank you card, that's after. So it's after Easter. Then you, or if you're scrapbooking, definitely you take your pictures at the time of, and then you scrapbook after. So some of us work still past the holidays. Some of us can do it before, be prepared before. Some of us will do it after, because depending on what we're doing. So in that haul, look at what Michelle and Candace, the co-owners of Jaded Blossom, sent me as a surprise. Thank you again, ladies. Look at this. This is from their newest release right now. The other one is coming. As soon as it's out, I'll let you guys know, so you can look at that girl gnome, etc. But look at this. Happy Easter. It's a large bunny stamp set. I do have this stamp set in the smaller without the face. So, oh, I didn't bring it with me. Where do I have it? I don't have it with me, guys. But I had shown you in the haul. So I'll put a link for it with this, so you'll know that there is a smaller stamp set with no face in it, so you can stamp your own face in it if you wanted. Super cute. This is the bigger version. So this one is called Large Bunny. Yeah, bigger. Look at that bunny. Nice high quality photopolymer stamps, let me tell you. 3.5 inch tall by 2 3/4 inch wide. I'm going from there to there. I'm going to color this up. Look at that Happy Easter. Talk about super cute sentiment. Look how it's written. Love the font. And then they sent me the coordinating die, and it cuts out the Happy Easter. Hello. Love that. You guys know I love when there's a die that cuts out the sentiment. Love, love. Again, thank you so much, ladies. I was like, I looked at it and I was like, oh, thank you. Thank you. So, so cute. Now let's talk about what I have left, because I do have more to show. Thank you again. Next, let me show you my gnome. So you guys saw my Easter gnome here using the gnome base. This is like now the 4th or 5th time you're seeing this card, but I still love it. I did put the Easter sentiment here from the Spring Words die set from Jaded Blossom. I didn't bring it with me. I will put a link for it. I'm linking everything that I'm talking about. I had shown you guys this, I believe, for a Saturday Morning Makes and Bunnies in March. Well, I decided to have a ton of fun focusing on everything I could. Saltwater Taffy. So this is now my Saltwater Taffy Easter Bunny Gnome card. I love it. You guys may think it's a bit over the top, but I'm loving the over the top, because I just went for it. I was still enjoying all of my bouncy clouds. This is that Waffle Flower Slimline Cloud Stencil. I will link it below. I didn't bring it with me. and using the Distress Oxide Saltwater Taffy. Here, this is some basil cardstock. Can't remember the name right now, but it's very close to the color. And those spots that you see, that is me using Saltwater Taffy Distress Paint. Using the Distress Paint, put a little bit here, put some water, because this surface here, this can handle paint, and then put some water and then flick. Then after I lift this up, then I wipe everything off. Good to go. I tell you, love a glass mat. So this one is the Easter add-on. So with this set, and I've talked about this, I'm only going to touch on it very, very brief. Gnome base and the Easter add-on, okay? So now with the girl set, I'll let you guys know if she works off of this or if she has her own base. As soon as I see it, I'll let you guys know, okay? But here is the gnome, and he is holding the basket. There is a little bow, that's this piece, and little hands, and the little shoes. Shoes come from the base set. The ears, that's this one. That's the layering piece for it. Super cute. This little triangle that you're seeing right there, if you're wondering what that is, that's to fit here if you want the ear to flop. And I do have that on my barefooted one. I have it here. I still haven't used this one yet. This one is a Saltwater Taffy Beard. This is also Saltwater Taffy Beard, but then I did white and changed it up a little bit. And then I decided to go to town with Saltwater Taffy. Here, this Happy Easter, that's from Tailored Expressions. Their Easter stamp and die set. This is super cute too. And here, look at the little basket. There's some eggs in there. The eggs, I don't believe are from this set because I went smaller. So that's just from my stash. But super duper duper cute. What do you guys think? Love, love, love. Super love. And this is not like a bright white, which I didn't want it to be because this is already bright white. And if you do watch my video, I have a video coming up with Dollar Tree and Joann's. I'll show you guys how you can find this kind of a cardstock where it's super white glitter cardstock without the iridescent flecks in it. Super cute. Love this card. Loving. See, I could have put him there too. Look at that. All right, moving on. Let's now talk about, I think I'm going to have to do a video on this. This is currently out of stock. I showed you guys this in the Jaded Blossom haul video. The Sunburst Card Matte die. It's a panel die. But everything that you see here has cut lines and stitching. Pops out. Love. 4 inches wide. 5 1/4 inch tall. The circle doesn't cut out. What stays in place is that sunburst. So I was telling you guys before that this die set, when you cut it, and if you want to layer different colors, you'll have like 3 or 4 cards ready to go. Because if you keep changing out the colors, you'll save the bits. So let me show you what I mean. Because you guys know that I like to show you exactly what I mean. All right. So these are bits. And I have a few here in some of my, yeah, I'm still loving my Amazon bags. My thick bags, okay? Here's one with a B set because I was playing around with different colorways. All right, so when you cut this, when you run the die, you'll get each panel, that's this, and then you'll also get this base. So there's a blue base ready to go. Now I used it on this card right here. See what I'm saying? So when I cut this pattern paper with the bunnies, I'll get the whole thing. So I save all the extra bunnies. Then I do the pink, get a whole bunch of that, so I save them right there. You see what I'm saying? And then same thing with this. So I could put this on the top like that. And every single piece in here is an individual size, so you won't get mixed up when you're piecing it back. Because if this circle was dead center, then yes, we would have this whole matching piece thing, which is just like, The only thing you have to keep in mind is depending on the orientation of your card. I kind of like this card going this way, vertical, so I kept my bunnies facing up. If I wanted my card to open this way, then I would have cut the bunnies that way. I would have turned the die sideways to cut it. Know what I mean? Hopefully I'm making sense to you guys. So I have a few extras ready to go. I used the bunnies here. I put it here. Here I did 3 colors. Here I did 2 colors. Now, why am I showing you this? because I had just entered recently Coffee Lovers Blog Hop. I love to participate when they have an event, right? They have a new thing this year, at least it's new to me. Caffeinated Christmas, and there are themes every month. So last month I did two things. I put in a tag and a card for Caffeinated Christmas. Didn't win, but I certainly did get an honorable mention. Which die set do you think was used for my honorable mention? This one. So let's talk about it. This is my tag, and the theme was Caffeinated Christmas Green. Right now, the theme is going to be Caffeinated Christmas for this month, Caffeinated Christmas Rainbow. And I will put a link so you guys can look if you want to participate. This is a Mama Elephant stamp, and I have the other one on the next one I'll show you. This is that paper tray ink, the quilted tag that I told you was finally back in stock. Like I said to you guys, I don't know if this is going to be forever in stock. So if it's still there and you want this type of tag die, get it from Paper Tray Ink. Not a bad price point. It's used by Jill Norwood, Carol's Craft Cottage, and a few other crafters who participate in Saturday Morning Makes, etc. Just layered it up, and that's the green. So what I got my honorable mention for was this one. This is both same Mama Elephant, just a different stamp. So I will put a link for this stamp set. I can't remember the name of it now. This, there you go. That's my tag. Not the new one, because the new one just arrived, so it's the old one. My mini tags 1. I don't think it's in stock, but it's just like this. So this may be a little bit thinner than that one, but this is from the mini tag set 1. And I just curved my stamp, Mugs and Kisses. Had to find a stamp that worked. Put this here. This background piece, I believe that's My Creative Time. They're doily. I think it's Wonky Doily or something. But here, that is this beauty in action. Now, does that say green? That fits the theme. I did plaid, plain, and then some snowflake paper, put a little red, picked it up back here. That's an enamel heart that I stuck there from my stash. Even busted out my diamond dots around this like a doily thing. I tell you, I love this set. This was my first time actually using this die set, was when I made this. Didn't tell you guys about it. I was going to show you, just time got away from me. But now that I got that honorable mention, and then I also made some more cards, now I'm ready to talk about it. All right, so now that's card 1. And then I have 2 more bases ready to go. Because like I said, every time you run this thing, you get another base. So I cut it and then I used it. Let me show you where I did use it. The colors. This is a Echo Park Easter pack. I think it's called Welcome Easter. There is 1 page in there. 6x6 pad too. Didn't even have to go 12x12. Flowers only, or the flowers with the bunny. What you're seeing on this one is the flowers only. I did 2 and then 1. 2 and then 1. Notice how this is just like that. I use this one here, then I use the sister to it on this card. I made these 2 at the same time. I just decorated this one, still have these others to go with for whatever I want to use it for. That's why I say when you cut it, you get a whole lot. You get a lot of bang for your buck, ready to go. This cute, adorable set, got it on clearance. Scrapbook.com. Not sure if it's still there. If it is, I will link it below. It is Sizzix and is called Easter Sentiments 664373 on clearance. And you know, here in the photograph, yeah, it doesn't look that great. But look over here. I just went for it. I did. Because when I looked at this and I saw that pink, I was like, I'm not feeling that pink in that photo. So I went gold, kept the yellow base, kept the Easter. I cut this with cardstock. 110-pound cardstock like 5 times. So that's popped up 5 times with cardstock. Because the lettering is so small, I decided to use cardstock to keep it in line. And then look at those bunny ears. Here they had the gray bunny. I did the white bunny in glitter. The eggs, there are the eggs. Also, the grass. Now they have the grass here, flat. I took the grass and went up the sides and the back to kind of look like a nest. What do you guys think? Oh, this one folds up. A2 card base, 4 1/4, 5 1/2. Look at that. And then, so I kept the center here. I realized I have a lot of these because I think with the pattern, it doesn't work as well. I like it with solids. So I have some here, but I may, you know, I'm keeping them. And I did use on most of them Sizzix adhesive sheets. Yes, does this use up a lot of Sizzix adhesive sheets? Sure it can. but I get mine when it's on sale at Hobby Lobby. When they have Sizzix on sale, that's the time to pick it up in store every other week. And I use the Sizzix adhesive sheets because when I was using wet glue, the card started bending and that just drives me crazy. I like my stuff to stay flat. Sizzix adhesive sheets on the back, turning it into a sticker. I just peel and go. Let me show you. So you look at this piece and it would go right there. There's a Sizzix adhesive sheet. Look at that. Love, 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 love. Just pop it in there. And see, I already know. Notice how I just pulled it out and I knew exactly where it goes? Because each shape is individual. That just makes it much more fun and pleasant for your crafting, especially when you start collecting all these bits. So that's example number 1, Easter card. Sizzix. Love, 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 triple love this card. Yeah, loving it. Oh, let me measure it. Wouldn't that be nice, guys? All right, the egg measures 3.5 by 2 5/8 of an inch. Cute. I didn't even do the flowers. I just did that, the eggs and that, because all of this was already going on with the flowers in the back. All right. Next example. Do I have more? Yes, I do. So next example, I decided to also focus on one of my favorite paper packs from last year. You guys saw a ton of videos from me last year with this. The Paper Boutique from the UK, Bumblebee Dance paper stack. 6x6, I have the 8x8. I still believe, I looked at it the other day because I was trying to get another pack. The 8x8 is sold out, but the 6x6 is still in stock. Scrapbook.com. I love this set. It's coming back out now. A lot of you probably were like, oh gosh, here she comes back with that purple and yellow. Yeah, loving it, especially for yellow in April. So let's talk about my next card featuring Sunburst, this paper pack, and Cottage Cuts. Look at that little cow. Isn't she adorable? This is a Cottage Cuts die. Did I bring it with me? No, I didn't. Okay, so I'm back. Here is the die from Cottage Cuts. Farm Cow Peeker. Now, I normally don't do farm animals, but last year I did do one with a slimline card with the barn and the pigs. Well, now I'm like kind of leaning towards the whole farm thing too. I'm really liking it. This cow, when they had that sale over the holiday at Scrapping Cottage, who is Cottage Cuts, I had to pick up this cow. I kept on looking at it and I was like, it's Christmas. Do I need a cow? Do I need a cow? But I got her. And now that I have finally taken her out, dust off that dye and run it through, she is adorable. She measures. Look at her. Look at that face. I like the tilt. You know I like the tilt, right? Just like that. This one, roughly, very rough, because I have to consider the flowers and everything, but let's say 2.5 from here to here, roughly, depending on how you tilt the head and everything. And then just took a die from my stash. This is actually waffle flower. That waffle flower one that I showed you in the last video, I used it. I cut some base here with it too. And then Starburst. Now, because it has that theme of this cow with the yellow, I decided to go craft cardstock here as the base, just to tone it down. And then there's my purple and yellow from here. And then this is just a cardstock from my stash. It's either, I believe this is Doodlebug, but I bought it a while back. So I you know, this is one of those, just those loose leaf things that you have. Yeah, it's Doodlebug. But I kind of wanted to keep that theme going with the flowers and then the plaid and then the cow, that happy spring. That's a sentiment from that bunny set from My Creative Time. Then here are my Pink Fresh Studio metallic pearls in that matte gold, which I think goes back to the cow. Now look at the cow. These eyes, those are cat scrappiness eyes. And then in the center, took my white Jelly Roll pen. Now this is something, I can scratch it off because this is slick, but I practice with the pen first, and then look at the little dot in the eye. Can you see it? Why did I do it? I followed this. It had a dot in the eye. I mean, mind you, the die didn't cut out this shape, but I saw the dot, so I said, all right, let me use one of those black gems for the eyes. Here are extras. So what I did, kind of a cream cardstock, is smooth. I think it's Michael's 110. And then here I did a kind of a brown base. Then I took out my Distress inks. Again, Distress ink, tea dye, and vintage photo. You guys know I love this stuff. Obviously, it just keeps working for me. It works for me with the gingerbread. It's working for me with the cow. Came here again. Ink it on, ink it on, ink it on. And so that's why when I ink it this way, that's how you get to control lighter in the center, more darker in the edge, and gives your die cuts life. This, I believe, is just the tea dye alone. I think it's on this color. When you cut this, it's going to give you the whole thing. It's small enough that I could just use a little sheet of paper right there and just cut the whole thing. And yes, you can use Sizzix adhesive sheets if you want on the back to turn everything into a sticker. 3-inch square. That's not a big deal. That's not a lot of cardstock either. But this cow, oh my goodness. So I'm linking this cow because if you guys like this, she is just cute and easy to put together. The one that took the longest was probably layering up these flowers right there. But still, not bad. So again, tell me how you love my cow. Winter and cow. Look at that. Same sunburst. This is sold out, but has to be notified when it comes back in stock if you're liking it. I'm just in love. I mean, 3 sets. So now let's go back into bang for my buck. Last card. 4 cards now using this same die. Every one of them different theme, right? Easter, spring. That could be Mother's Day. Miss you. Let's have coffee. Christmas. Look at that. Love, love. And you don't have to, you can mix up everything. Here I have a stamped image colored. Here I have a die cut, die cut, die cut, different brands. And they're all working. Happy, happy, happy. Yeah, I'm liking this one. Loving this set. This now I did the purple. Purple solid cardstock. Came back with the honey. That's where I got the idea of the tea. This teacup, if you're liking this teacup, I did haul this. Jaded Blossom. Tea dyes. Now this looks small and that cup looks big. 2 pieces stuck together in the packaging. I have the packaging here, but I needed to spread mine out because I gotta see. You know, I always have to see. So this, it comes with this border. Again, Mechi, scrapbooking. Here's another set that you can use in a scrapbook layout. All the way across your 12 by 12, or if you do 12 by 24. 2-side layout. This is great. This has great sizing. The kettle, let's say 2 1/4, 3 1/4, cup, 1 3/4, 2 1/4, and then a tea bag, large tea bag, small tea bag. I did the small tea bag. Warm wishes. That is actually also from Jaded Blossom from one of their gnome sets, which I didn't bring with me. I did heat emboss it again in brown, not in black. I stamped it in that VersaFine Clear pine cone pigment ink with clear embossing powder. Love. And this, cut the cup in yellow cardstock, went on with some Distress Oxide. This is not Distress ink, this is Distress Oxide. And inked it. And then this is basil, I believe. I kept it, you know, kind of textured on this side, layered up the cup. Then here in the back, that's just a doily. That's another thing that you can use on 12 by 12 layouts a lot. Doilies. Love a good doily and a flourish. Hey, they tie up your 12 by 12 layouts. So in this instance, instead of having the circle showing, well, as you can see, most of the time I do cover up the circle. Here, this circle, that. I cover up the circle, but you could just still keep something here. I covered it here, I covered it over there. This one I also covered with that doily. And you can still see the honey here, you know, the word honey and all that. And here too. So options. This little die set gives you options. Alrighty, crafters, this video is going on, so I hope you like all of the Jaded Blossom examples I've shown you. All the goodies. Michelle and Candice, as you can see, I am having fun. I'm even submitting your stuff to contests and events and getting an honorable mention. Hey! And of course, I'm meeting my friend, giving her this little treat bag with some goodies in it. I'm loving this little set too. And your tags, let me tell you, your tags, I love your tags. As a matter of fact, I do have, didn't I get another tag from you guys? Alrighty, I'll show you that in another video because I do have a tag from them. Alrighty, crafters, until the next video. Stay crafty, my friends. Bye.